Diabetes is a broad and general term that can be broken down into two specific groups. There is no way to avoid type 1 diabetes. This is caused by a lack of insulin in the bloodstream. In our example, we use a lock and key to explain this. In a regular scenario, the glucose would bind to the insulin and enter through the insulin receptors. Except in this case, there is no key or insulin to allow the glucose in.
In our example, the pink spheres represent glucose. As you will notice, there's no way to get into the fence. The reason for this is the missing key or insulin to allow the glucose in. Therefore, the glucose cannot get into the cell and provide energy.
Type 2 diabetes is all about life choices. Exercises and a healthy diet can prevent type 2 diabetes. This diabetic scenario is different than the one before. People with type 2 diabetes do have insulin. The big problem with this is that the insulin receptors are desensitized and cannot take in the glucose. As you can see, the glucose and insulin have bonded and attempt to enter the membrane. Unfortunately, the receptor is dysfunctional. The treatment for type 1 diabetes is an injection of insulin. With the injection of insulin, the glucose is able to get into the cell successfully through the insulin receptors. Yay! A way to fix and you could say resensitize the insulin receptors is to follow with life choices such as diet and exercise. Look at him run! In type 2 diabetes, the pancreas is still making insulin. When the insulin receptors are unable to take in the glucose anymore because they become desensitized, the pancreas actually makes more insulin. This addition of insulin does work temporarily, but eventually the pancreas will get tired. When this happens, another treatment for type 2 diabetes is to inject insulin. In this case now, the insulin can successfully get into the cell. Yay!